Hello, you wonderful and fine people here on YouTube. What's a gardener's favorite day? Planting day. What's a gardener's second favorite day? Harvest day. That's what I got for you guys today. Finally, we've got some stuff to harvest, and I'm excited. So follow along. Let's see what we got today. Hey guys, if you didn't know, I'm your boy, Big Wheel Dog 82. In the soil, and today, harvest day. We got some brassicas that have been patiently waiting and trying to beat the worms and the cabbage worms and the moss and all that stuff to make sure that they didn't ruin my harvest. So that day, guys, so I'm gonna set you up. We're gonna start one by one harvesting what we've got, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, here we are. One cabbage. And I believe, I do not remember exactly what this cabbage is called. But the important thing of what it's called is done. And as you can see, there's a little bit of pest damage, but not a whole lot, because your boy has stayed on top of getting the caterpillars off without spraying. I went on natural, and I decided to use my fingers, my phalanges. So we're gonna go ahead and get this off. Now, don't worry, there's gonna be some brown stuff in here. That's just straw. I haphazardly was trying to cover some pots in straw, and some of that straw dropped right on top of the cabbage head. All right, so we're gonna try to go with the patented by other people. Ooh, there's a bunch of spider webs in there, and there's a mysterious spider. We're gonna try to avoid you. It's not that I'm scared of spiders, it's just that I don't screw with them, they don't screw with me. All right, so let's go ahead and try the twist and crack method first. Ready? Here we go. Nope. Might have to, oh snap. See? This is exactly right here. You see that? This is what we were trying to avoid and why I'm pulling now. This little bugger here. So, bye-bye. So yeah, we're going. All right, we're gonna do the twist again, but I'm gonna hold the pot. Boom. Boom. One more twist. Boom. We are twisting. There we go. She's off. Looks like Mr. Spider, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to mess with you. So here we go. We're pulling off leaves. Looks like we're getting at this at just the right time too, because looks like my plan of dealing with the caterpillars obviously is not foolproof, and it was gonna fail eventually at some point. But what's important is when we get down to this head, what it looks like. I'm gonna take some more of these off. The thing I'm happy about growing in a pot though, at least I'm fighting just one critter that I know of, which is the cabbage worms. But there are no slugs in here. We can get this down further, yes, to make sure there's no more cabbage worms in here. But let's take care of cleaning up the root end a little bit. No worries, I came prepared. Handy dandy sharp knife. Keep your tools sharp, people. Sharp knives, well, they can hurt people, but most times people are harmed by not having a properly sharpened instrument. So, keep them sharp, people. We're gonna just go a little bit at a time. Hack it off. One. Hack. I could have got my clippers and done this in one fell swoop, but who's got time for that? Your boy's trying to make a video. And as you can see, this nice sharp knife, boom, right through. See? All you need is a sharp knife, people. I am not an affiliate of Gerber's, but hey, Gerber, if you're watching, your boy likes knives. You know what? Let's go ahead and investigate this cabbage more. And don't worry, none of these leaves are going to waste. These will either A, wind up as worm food or compost. So they're going to be feeding the next round of vegetables we're growing out here. All right, let's look. Since we got, okay, we know we got holes here, and I found that cabbage worm in here. See if he's got any kind of damage. He might have just got in here recently. And there's maybe a few holes I'm seeing, but nothing major. Nothing that makes this cabbage head bad. So that's one cabbage head. We're gonna go harvest another one. So give me a second to set up and I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I do know the variety that this one's called. This is an Early Jersey Wakefield. And while it might not be the biggest it could possibly get, as you saw with the first cabbage, it's getting late and I'm tired of fooling around with these cabbage moths. So we're gonna go ahead and get it. And this time I might just try cutting through with, again, my nice and sharp knife here. Let's see what happens. We'll go down here a little ways, break some of these leaves off, and then just plunge her in, see what happens. There we have it. She's off. Now, do what we did last time and start pulling off some of these leaves to reveal the beautiful head inside. In reality, these leaves I'm pulling off, if you really wanted to cook them, you could. They're not bad to cook with. They're just damaged and they're not part of the tight formation. But, like I said earlier, these are either going to be worm food or compost, so they'll be food for other plants that decide to grow from it. I'm going to take this last layer off. There we go. It's nice and pretty. It's not the biggest head, it's not the tightest head in the world, but it'll work for me. And then I'll take that one off too. The more of these you take off, the smaller your head looks like it is. But considering that really the only people that eat cabbage is my wife and I'm not too worried about it. Now, what you can do when you take these in, say you're worried about there being cabbage worms on here, is give them a soak and a bath of salt water. And not only will that float away any of the cabbage moths that might be on your cabbage, but it'll also, well, may also kill them. How fast that'll happen, I have no idea, but you would think it shouldn't happen too slowly. All right, let's clean this up. Boom. Nice little head of cabbage. Arguably, this is the smallest of the 3 cabbages that we are handling today. But again, we're starting to get pretty chewed up by cabbage worms. So out she comes. I can do better use of her by eating her myself than letting the cabbage worms continue to get to her, because like today it's like 87 and extremely humid, which it can handle it probably for a little bit longer, but the last thing I want is either A, for it to split, or B, to try to bolt or something on me. So out she comes. Alrighty, we're gonna try to do exactly like we did that last one, and just harvest from down low, or cut off from down low, and then pull off whatever from the top. There we go. Never mind my dogs, y'all. Okay, see, see, you can see that? That is poop from cabbage worms. So obviously I was not getting them all. Some of it might just be soil too, but yeah, definitely cabbage worm poop. All right, so now that we've done that, we will start to pull off some of these leaves. Clean up this head. Oh snap, see, a slug did. This one was actually on the grass, and there was a pot that was nearby, so I'm not surprised to find at least one slug on this plant. River, no. And there we go, pill bugs too. Pill bugs are no surprise. I'm sorry about River today. He's arguing with the neighborhood dog across the yard. Alright, so now, what do you think? We'll do one more leaf and then we'll call it good. Yeah, I know what you are. You look at the spider. Yeah, River's just going cray-cray, guys. Cray-cray River. And there we go. So let me get this one out the way now, and then we can take a look at our complete harvest today, which, like I said, I'm proud of. While I was going through all my stuff, there was a couple of extra kohlrabis here that I decided I could go ahead and take too. So, in addition to our 3 cabbage heads here, we've got 2 more heads of kohlrabi to add to my stash of kohlrabi. And it looks like we're coming up with quite a meal here, or a series of meals here, and that's good. And the best part about it is, for the most part, they're looking good. So as you guys can see, I've got my hands full, and while I didn't have the biggest harvest, a harvest I did have, and I'm really happy with that. Really, the only people I got to worry about eating the cabbage is my wife and I. And then as far as the kohlrabi, I just got to try to get enough to make a good side dish. So we're all well on our way. You can see my garden, my bed here. I got 9 tomato plants. 3 are determinates, 6 are indeterminate, but I've also got onions growing below. I trimmed the stalks to about 1.5 feet, or am in the process as they grow, and I think that they're going to work out. So far they're doing pretty good, so we'll see. I hope those of you out there growing aren't having to deal with pests too much or herbicide damage really at all, because like always, people this time of year are, and for those of you that are dealing with it, I'm sorry for you, and I really do, my heart does go out to you. But other than that, I got my hands busy, and for this video, I got no more for you guys today. So thanks for being here with me. Please, if you got anything you want to say or talk about, let me know down in the comment section. I appreciate each and every one of you to be here, and if you haven't subscribed, because the vast majority of viewers aren't subscribers, so please feel free to go ahead and do so. It would make a big difference to me, and I'm already grateful that so many of you want to subscribe to this channel as it is, but hey, the more the merrier, right? I'm your boy, Big Wheel Dog 82, in the soil, in my garden, y'all, and I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.